Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode on the Lapetina Presents. I have a special guest, rock band from Ireland. Its name is FORGE HOUNDs, and the story behind of this band is fantastic and very inspirational. Let's learn more about them. All right.
Sun up, sun down. It makes his way across this town. Cop car seat, cut a hole in his back. He's prison bound. His street
Thank you
boy.
so much for being on my show. Thank you.
Thank you for
Yes,
asking us.
yes. From greetings from Texas, South Texas, and North Mexico. I'm on both sides. And what can I say? I want to give a special thanks to Martina Messer from Red Illuminate for the introduce you to me. And what can I say? I'm so thrilled, speechless. I was so wow of your music. Anyone I've been sharing here in my local area, they're so impressed. They like your
Thank you very
music
much.
so
Thank you very
much.
much. Thank you.
Yes, the
That's great to hear.
rhythm, yeah, the energy, and what can I say? Looking forward for the full album.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
There you go.
so are we.
Yeah, it's still work in progress.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm so happy to see all the band in my interview. So I have Paul. Who's Paul Folger? Paul Folger. Okay,
Yeah.
and then Mick Wall,
That's me. I'm Nick.
Steve Roach, and Andy Cabanajas.
Yeah.
So
That's us.
who was the idea to make this band? Who was the mastermind? Okay, let's start get together and make the band.
Well, it's an interesting story because there was a festival here. We live in the southeast of Ireland, on the bottom of
Mhm.
Ireland, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here back in the 70s and the 80s, there was always a lot of music happening, original music, a lot of punk, a lot of heavy rock, a lot of different
Mm-hmm.
kinds of music.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine tried to do a festival to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate that period of music, say from 1977 to 1990. That kind of
Mm-hmm.
he wanted, and also so it would include punk, rock, skinheads, all different kinds of music. So he asked me, and me and Steve, we had a band when we were kids back in the 80s, a hard rock band. And he asked, could we put that band back together to play that festival? Well, we couldn't put that band back together, so we put this band together, and we played a short set for the festival, and it was great fun. And then we hadn't played together because we were old friends. We all went to school together, and we all live in the same area. And we got back playing this kind of music after many years of not playing it, as for fun every Sunday, every Saturday afternoon, just for fun. I said to the guys, I can't keep playing songs by famous bands. Maybe we should write a song, you know? And because we can all play and I guess sing and whatever. And I've been doing my own music. We were doing it for fun, and then we decided to see if we could write a hard rock song again. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. And actually, to be honest, I'm very big fan rock from the 80s, 70s. Well, I was born in 1981, so Hale Lewis, for example, and I feel like you have a kind of style like a back in the days, good music, and
Yeah.
it's something that we need.
Yeah.
We need more music like you guys nowadays because this sadly the music quality are deteriorated on what we see in the new generations, and great to see people like you that come up are creating music with good quality and rich with good lyrics and rhythm. So what can I say? Big congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah,
And
I think for us, we were playing music that we wanted to listen to. Really, I mean,
yes,
that's where it comes from, I suppose. Because so I think basically for us, the one kind of music that we all, I suppose, agreed on was the kind of hard rock that had a rock and roll and blues of and Texas music, Texas blues and rock. ZZ Top, Stevie Ray Vaughan, people like that would have a big influence on us. You know, they would be a big
that's
influence
good.
on us.
That's good. That's the beauty of the independent music industry, that people have the freedom to create with no limitation, no restrictions. and that's I'm a big fan of the independent artists. That's the main purpose of my show, to promote all artists from that section, filmmakers, musicians, arts in general. That's the beauty of the independent.
I think the challenge of being independent, the good side is you can do what you want. The bad side, you also have to do the stuff that you don't want, which is all the stuff that record labels used to do. And this guy
Yes.
here, Steve, is the master of the marketing and getting the word out there and all that. You know, because that's what a lot of independent bands and artists. It's difficult, I think, for people to really have the time or the knowledge. Like, you have a marketing background, right? Yeah. So he comes from marketing. I also work as a filmmaker and an artist, so I can design all the videos and I can help with. I do all the sleeves and the videos and all that. And we have a good friend here who is a brilliant filmmaker and also a musician. So we all have certain skills beyond just the music that we can bring to the thing. So as independent artists, it would be nice to have help from an industry, but I think we can do okay without it too, and do what we want.
Yes, but that's the good thing, to be a team, to be able to complement different skills. And this is an observation I have. I noticed that now the audience, the public, are moving now more to independent sector, because I think people are feeling tired to see the same, repeating the same music with no nutrient lyrics, no nutrient. There's sadly, it's like it's not getting any benefit to the society. Many music nowadays, yes. And I noticed like people now are getting more to the independent film industry, independent musicians. So I think you are in the right time. We are, because I'm in promoting the artists. And yes, I think the time is moving great.
I mean, I don't know what the guys think, but I agree, because we're sitting in Ireland talking to you over there in Texas, and we're making music we like and like it, and already that's proven.
Yeah, that's it.
That point, because before the internet, or before all this, years ago, doing independent music, we would play to the people we know around here. We just play to the people, to the area that we live in. And we wouldn't have the equipment to make a video, and it would be difficult to go to a studio, but nowadays it's much easier.
And I think the internet's been fantastic as a vehicle to allow us to, affordably get our music out there, to a worldwide audience. So we were pleasantly surprised, particularly when we released our first release, Damned If You Don't, back in December. We didn't know whether it would be picked up. We just recorded it because we liked it, we liked the song. And when we put it out there, Angela, we were so pleasantly surprised to see it getting airplay in the United States. In fact, the very first airplay of that song was in the United States, in Portland.
Fantastic.
Australia, New Zealand, Canada.
Most countries in Europe.
Scandinavia.
UK, Germany.
Absolutely. South Africa as well.
That's good.
From a video perspective, it's on Vivo, YouTube, obviously. It's also on Vimeo. We're on Dailymotion as well. So, quite like all good digital platforms, you will have access to the video and our audio.
Yes, fantastic. Fantastic. And what about tours? Do you have any just in Europe or UK? You have any tours and plans?
That's.
We have to go into training for that. We have to go into training for that to get gig fit. What do you think, Lee?
I think once we have a complete album under our belts, then we'll think about some live dates.
Another thing,
we'd like to have a whole album done.
Yes, that I want to mention something. I like to promote my the musicians friends like you guys. But my husband, he's also a filmmaker and film director from years ago in Argentina. And the first thing he told me when he listened the first song, the Damn If You Don't, he told me, I can feel this song to be played as a feature song for a film, like someone driving in Los Angeles, like a driving streets, yes, have the quality for that. So I'm going to be mentioning that in my podcast. Your song has to be in the feature film, has to be.
It would be very nice.
That would be we'd be delighted if it happens.
We would be delighted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I suppose the story of the song lends itself to film. I kind of set up that you're thrown into the middle of a story, and then it's explained to you, and then it's a sort of a philosophy until the end, and it's somebody looking at how the world is. So yeah, and it could fit many stories. You know, it wasn't designed for a film, but I could see exactly it could fit. Next video, our next song will be it's a song of mine from years ago, and Steve, we had it ago, but we've reworked this old song into a new song, and I'm working on the video at the moment, and that really is a story song, and it's interesting. That deals with history and stuff. So I'm going to, well, I won't say, I'm going to animate. It's going to be sort of half animated. So we're working out a sort of a new way to do the video, but I'm going to work in some animation. So we're bringing in some more film stuff into the videos as well.
Yes, no, but don't be surprised that anyone who's been listening to my radio show and listen, or not only me, but outside, you never know. I have a feeling that your song, that one is particular, that one is going to be playing in a feature song, in a feature film. I have a feeling. That's a feeling I have.
Good. Excellent. And wait, can I ask you, which part of Texas are you in?
McAllen, but right now I'm temporarily living in North Mexico, which is Nuevo Progreso. It's very close because my professional job is in McAllen. I have my house in Mission, Texas, which is very close. I don't mention Mission too much because it's not very popular. I mention more McAllen because that's my full-time job is located. But I back and forth because of the immigration purposes. We still filing documents for my husband. So I'm just back and forth from north of Tamaulipas, Mexico to McAllen. And so that's why I would say I live in both parts because I back and forth. Yes.
Well, hopefully we can come and play Texas sometime.
Yeah, I think people will love it. Yes, it'll be fantastic. And what about what about upcoming projects? Do you have any additional besides the albums and tours? Do you have any additional, things in mind to do in the near future?
I think for us as a group, the most important thing is to get to the stage where we have an album. So that can be seen by people who like the music around the world. So we will do a live gig maybe in Waterford where we are, but we will probably do a live stream. So like yourself or other people, if they like it, they can tune in to watch it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's different. It's not as heavy as what we do. It's slightly different music.
Slowly. I see. But keep me posted, and I would like to do a follow-up interview when you release that full album and continue, sharing to and Texas and Mexico and people that follow me. Yes, absolutely. Looking forward for that.
Fantastic.
And the last question I ask to all my guests is, because the purpose of this show is for inspirational purposes, is what advice can you share with those people who want to reach their dream in the music industry? What advice
Never give up.
You give?
Perseverance.
Never give up.
Absolutely perseverance.
Never give up.
Yeah. Look at us, 40 years we're playing.
Yeah.
We still haven't made a beat.
And remember, without music, life is not worth living.
Yes.
So important to have a buzz.
I also think the biggest thing is that you have to enjoy it. You have to do it because you want to do it. That's for me, because there's a lot of people playing music and maybe they don't like it. I think if you don't like the kind of music you're playing, if you're playing it for the wrong reasons, it's like anything. It can go wrong. So I would say, never give up. You have to like it.
Do what you love.
Do what you love.
And also join a band that you've got friends in. You've got to get on as well.
Because
yeah.
He's not really our friend.
No, he's a drummer. He acts around musicians.
Yeah, no, and it's important. It's true, actually, because if you're going to put a band together, we've all been in various bands over the years, and it's not always easy with four different people and different life commitments and different things going on. And like I was saying, I do my own stuff. Like, I'm in total control of that. So when I do that other stuff, I bring in people that I don't even know that well. But with this situation, we share everything. So all the good stuff and the problems, we share them. And you have to be able to do that, I think.
Absolutely. No, that's a good thing. No, pues thank you so much. And yes, and looking forward for more updates of you. I will be continuing, of course, playing your music in my radio show. I'm pretty sure people are having, they can perceive the good energy with your music. And another, I want to mention something before we leave. I like so much the taste and the body of your voice. Both of you have a fantastic voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so fresh, beautiful, and so pleasant to listen. I studied voice classes for classical music 5 years. And I can feel it. No, you can enjoy it. I feel like it's just clear, crystalline. So, congratulations! What a beautiful voice. Fantastic.
Well, actually, no. Before we go, the interesting thing with the two, like Mick was always singing in bands he was in, and I was singing as well. So when we came to do this, there was no. We said there was no point of just having one singer, but we didn't want to do a situation where he would sing a song and I would sing a song and he would. So we said, no, let's do it a bit like, say, ZZ Top or some bands like Deep Purple, where they would share inside the song the singing. So a lot of the songs are told from the perspective of we, not I. So a lot of the lyrics will be, and the songs are coming from the point of view of two people telling a story. So what happens is then is not like if Mick sang one song and I sang another song, I think the band has a kind of a shaky identity. You know, they don't know who the singer is. But when you have the two of us in the same song, now we have an identity, I suppose.
Exactly,
and that was the idea.
I agree with you. Yes. No, but congratulations to all band. Congratulations what you're doing. And I'm pretty sure the more people listen to your music, the more followers you will be having, because the quality of your music is very hard to find nowadays, and you're the ones. And thank you so much for being my show, and looking forward for more in the super near future.
Thank you very much, Angela.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
You too.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Adios.
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 See you in
Adios.
Texas.